What's good, guys? This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. I got a comment about a month ago from a viewer asking me if they should purchase a macro lens and if that same macro lens would be suitable for portraits. Kind of a 2-for-1 package deal, you know what I mean? He's new to photography. He wants to get a macro lens thinking, okay, it's a 105 2.8 lens. Can he get away with shooting portraits with that lens right there? Well, I read that comment, I responded, and I told him, you know what? This is a good idea for a video. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I told him I'm gonna do. Take some portraits with the 105 macro that he was interested in, right here, this lens, and put it head to head with another 105 1.4 lens, a real true portrait lens. So, like I said, he was wondering, can he get away with shooting portraits, good quality portraits with amazing results if he bought that 105 2.8? He'd have a macro lens, and at the same time, he'll have a portrait lens, right, guys? So I told him, you know what, this is a good idea for a video. So I'm gonna put it head to head with that 105. I got the 105E 1.4 lens right here. This is a true portrait lens. And an 85, a standard 1.4 G lens. This is a portrait lens as well. This is one of the go-to portrait lenses that a lot of professional photographers use. 85 millimeter focal length lenses. So we'll go ahead and put them side by side. We'll take some pictures, take some portraits, and we'll see what we get. Again, the 105 macro lens, 2.8, the 105E 1.4 lens, and the 85G 1.4 portrait lens right here. They're all primes. This is a go-to for macros. These are go-tos for ultimate portraits. So let's do it. Let's go out and about and let's take some portraits, and I'll see you right back here with the results. So before we get started, I want to let you know that I did not edit these photos. These are straight from my camera to the screen. And also the whole goal of this video is for a quick, fun, experimental review comparing these lenses. I did do an in-detail review of the 105 macro and the 85G, and the 105E review is on its way very soon. Rockin' and rollin'. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's my amazing niece Sophia. We'll be photographing her with these lenses. So first up, the difference between the macro wide open and the 105E wide open at 1.4. Let me go ahead and put them side by side so you guys see the difference of the background blur and the colors of both lenses. And right here, both at 2.8. And one more sample shot at f4 with both 105s. Let's go ahead and throw the 85G in the mix. All three lenses shot wide open here. Let me go ahead and crop a few images for you. Here is the micro lens, close up, and the 105 close up so you can see the difference. In this next example, when I shot the 105E lens, my cropping was a little off. As you could see, I shot it at a closer distance. Let's bring back the macro lens shot. Here's the same image. And I did shoot the 85G wide open at a much more comparable distance and composition. And here are all three images side by side for you guys to compare. Now there's something called fine-tuning lenses when using them. I did not fine-tune each lens before I did this experiment. I wanted this to be on the fly, fun, and just plug and play, see what we get right off the bat without fine-tuning. Let's go ahead and check out a few examples of background blur once again. This image with the macro lens shot wide open, and the following image, the E lens wide open at 1.4. Let's go ahead and crop a few of these images. Right off the bat, I see that the 1.4 lens is super sharp when dialed down just a bit. Look at that, 2.8, super sharp. Look at the spider webs. And as advertised, the 105 macro lens is known for razor sharpness. Let's take these lenses out to a real world gig now. I was photographing this lovely couple's pre-wedding, and I had a little bit of time to do this experiment with these lenses, but unfortunately I had to concentrate on my work and I couldn't get enough shots off for you guys to see. But here's a few examples of these lenses. Once again, background blur difference and all that. Let me know in the comment section of your observations with these images. All right, everyone, welcome back. First of all, I want to thank Sophia, my wonderful niece. She was amazing. Thank you for participating in the portrait session with me. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the results? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if the 105 is suitable for portraits and your macro needs. Obviously, it's good to get a dedicated portrait lens because the advantages are just so obvious. Better background blur, better low light, sharpness. However, the 105, as you saw in the results, the 105 is a razor sharp lens. It's a killer lens, and for sure you could use it for portraits. Obviously, sharpness is not the end-all be-all for portraits. A lot of clients, they like their portraits not as sharp. Less defects show when the image is not as sharp. Like I said again, with the results in this video, you can definitely use the 105 macro for your portrait needs. Yeah, you're going to be limited a little bit as far as the background blur is concerned, but it still, delivers amazing results as far as like the depth of field goes and the dimension of the portrait. You already know what the 105 macro lens can do as far as macro photography. I mean, it's, you obviously can't shoot macro with these portrait lenses, but you can with this, and you can also get away with doing some portrait work too. So it's the best of both worlds. If you really want to get serious in portrait photography, obviously my recommendation would be to get a real portrait lens. If you don't want to spend the money, these guys right here, and you want to get something that's less expensive but still delivers amazing portraiture, look into a 1.8 lens, maybe an 85-1.8. Those are a lot less expensive than these guys right here. These are the cream of the crop, top of the line Nikon portrait lenses. So can't go wrong with any three of these lenses right here for portraits. So yeah, there it is, guys. So anyway, thank you for watching. Once again, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, Vahography, go ahead and do so. We do videos like this often. Camera, lens reviews, photography tutorials, you name it. We just have a blast. We have a rockin' time. This is a rock and roll photography channel. Go and like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified when we upload videos like this. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Vahography. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. And we'll see you on the next video. Rock and roll.